I have a question for you. What's the secret to achieving a goal? Now here's the answer. Identifying that goal in the first place. And that's true for every aspect of life, including retirement. I'm Wes Wood, the Income Guy and founder and president of Wood Financial Group. And for nearly 20 years, I've specialized in helping hardworking Tennesseans just like you reach their retirement goals through income-based financial strategies. So if you're looking for the right solutions to achieve your own financial goals, I can help. Just reach out to me at retiretv.com or by calling 615-826-5749 during today's show or at any time. So successful retirement planning starts with goal setting. I know I've said it often, I sound like a broken record, but it's a message that is so important, and it's true. So instead of just repeating it again today, I'm going to actually teach you how to set and achieve your retirement goals. I'm going to cover the how and the when to start your goal setting process, the important questions to consider, and for most people, how the key to achieving your goals lies in one word: income. And joining us on today's show is David Scranton. Dave is an investing for income specialist with over 30 years of experience, and he's also a best-selling author and a television host. But before we welcome Dave, let's talk more about the how and the when to start setting your retirement goals. As far as when to start, if you're over 55 years old, you need to start now or as soon as possible. And a good first step is to nail down when you plan on retiring. The answer for everyone will be different. But some people mistakenly think that they have less choice in the matter than they really actually do. And as you probably already know, for most people, they think 65 is the reasonable retirement age because that's when Medicare kicks in. And since you're over 62 years old, you can start collecting on your Social Security at any time. But still, planning on retiring at 65, long after it or not at all, could be the case for many, many folks. But whatever it is, the answer to that question on when to retire will put you in a better position to identify your specific goals. And if you haven't given it much thought yet, here are 4 questions that can help you. The first one, do you plan on moving? If so, where to? And if you're considering several places, try to narrow it down. Number 2, what mainly would you like to do? This means visualizing your day-to-day life in retirement. What will make you happy and fulfilled? Fishing every day, eating out every night, those types of things. 3, do you have goals that include traveling? And if so, where are you going to travel to and when are you going to go? And finally, ask yourself if you think you'll want to make a major purchase when you retire. Maybe you want to buy a vacation home or perhaps a dream car. And if so, include it as a goal when you write them all down. Now, congratulate yourself because guess what? You now have specific goals, which means you can start working on a plan design that's to achieve all of those goals. And more about that in just a moment. But you can also learn more right now by reading my timely report, The Fundamentals of Retirement Income. It's a part of your free retirement income kit, and you can get one by visiting retiretv.com or by calling 615-826-5749. But now, let's welcome David Scranton. David is the founder of Sound Income Strategies and the Retirement Income Store. Dave, thanks for joining me again today.
Oh, great to be here. I can see you. You still haven't gotten that haircut you promised, huh? Gee whiz, I'm waiting. Another week goes by.
I hadn't. Time flies and forgot to get in there again. I promise I'll get you one soon. Don't worry about it. I'll let you know.
All right, sounds good. You know, when you talk about goal setting, I find for a lot of people, setting retirement goals is like this daunting task, and that's part of the reason they just never really get into it.
Yeah. That's what happens a lot of times. I'm afraid that people really just don't take the time to set goals. Maybe there's a little bit of a laziness there, but also sometimes people are just afraid to set goals because perhaps if they set goals, they may look at their investments or realize that they may not have enough money to be able to achieve those goals, which is quite frankly, a lot of cases just just not even the case at all. So if people were to just take the time to actually set their goals, I don't think that they would be, that overwhelmed or that daunted by that process.
Well, not only is that a self-defeating attitude, but it's also illogical if you think about it, right?
Right. It's kind of like the little guy from the Dr. Seuss book, Green Eggs and Ham, right? He said he's not going to eat them. He knows he's not going to like them, but we know once he did how that story ended.
That's right. And so let me switch gears if I can for a minute here. I'm hearing more and more people today say, I don't want to retire, I want to keep working. And I'm not talking about the ones who are saying it because they have to work because they haven't saved anything. I'm talking about the ones who really feel like, hey, I really want to continue working as long as I can. I love what I'm doing. But it doesn't mean that they can avoid planning altogether either, correct?
Yeah, that's right. Just because we talk a lot about retirement on this show, it doesn't mean that you need to be retired to really have to focus in on your investments, because we work with a lot of folks that are in their 70s and 80s and still just enjoy having a job and working. But we need to also make sure that the investments are in line with what their current goals are, even though they're working, because we do have some other factors to consider, like inflation and rising healthcare costs. Those are things that we're going to hit head on eventually, whether you're working or not, or RMDs, or even what's the right way to take Social Security and aligning that with our own financial strategies. So just because your plan is to continue working through your so-called retirement years, we still need to make sure we have a plan for that investments as well.
And you never know if you're going to be able to, right? I mean, you could have health issues that preclude you from working. You have another crisis like COVID-19 where you get laid off. So there's lots of factors why you need to be ready just in case your plan A doesn't work out the way you expected. And
yeah, exactly right.
It's more important too when two spouses are creating goals, right? To make sure to get as close to on the same page as you can, because sometimes their goals aren't the same, right?
Yeah, I mean, we all know that, folks that I'm married, you're married, we know that, hey, my goals are going to be a lot different than my wife Susanna's goals, but we obviously need to work together to create our own retirement goals, because obviously we're going to be living many, many years together well into retirement, just like so many folks that are retired. So we just can't look at, hey, my goals. We got to look at our household goals and really what we want to do. But yeah, Dave, and great question, and thanks for sticking around. And after the break, I want to talk to you a little bit more. I'm going to share with you 3 more important questions to help you set and achieve your financial retirement goals. I'm Wes Wood, the Income Guy, and you're watching the Retirement Income Show. Hi, I'm Wes Wood, founder of Wood Financial Group. Did you know that one simple mistake can derail your retirement plan? Could you be making that mistake right now? By not making the shift from growth-based to income-based investing, you could be setting up your retirement plan to fail. If you're at or near retirement age, time is not on your side. One market correction could wipe out your life savings. Make the switch today so you can preserve your assets and generate retirement income you can count on. Visit retiretv.com to download your free retirement income kit from Wood Financial Group.